by myself for a little bit. I don't think anyone can see me. I am kind of in a public area, but public in a way where no one can see me. Now notice how that all died down as soon as I quit. Take a look. Nothing's happening. So now let's kind of work things in a nice slow manner. Okay, you're going to see movement. There's not going to be necessarily a big bad movement like we had before. So there we go. Nice and easy. See this? This is what you call control. Self-control. Not pushing a whole bunch of energy just because you can. Heck, even the little movement that I did before this was it was still pretty small in comparison to what I normally do. But I think a lot of people, I put out a blast video just recently, just so it would suffice. There's been a lot of people that have been asking me for heavy movements, and I keep trying to let people know that the talent and the skill is within the smaller movements. Yes, it's awesome, and it does take a lot of skill to blast the big movements, okay? It does take skill to do that, for sure, and it is impressive to look at. But being able to masterfully go in and out and play, and to have it at the increments that you want it at all times, right there is where the talent is, okay? You don't always have to... Uh-oh, we got a biker coming. I'll just play a little bit and just kind of move my hands. 1 second. You see him, he's right there. He didn't notice anything, so no big deal. For me, if I'm going to even play with energy, just so you know, I mean, I kind of said this on the last video that I released. It was one with Lisette and I practicing. I usually don't do this stuff, okay? It's not like I sit around doing this all day. There was a time where I used to do this all the time, but now it's few and far between. I keep myself practiced well enough, okay? But when it comes to this sort of thing, I don't do it all the time. I would much rather be doing photography or playing drums, doing artwork. There's a whole lot of things that I would rather do than move energy. And there's a lot of people out there that think that, oh, because I can do it, that must be something I just do all the time, and it's the only thing that's on my mind. And that's an incorrect assessment. It's kind of like anything. Like, I'm sure Michael Jordan loves basketball, but after he's done with the season, or after he's done practicing or whatever, he probably doesn't want to see a basketball. Okay, he probably wants to just do other things. One of the reasons why he went off on tangents, like playing baseball and crap for a little while, you know, some of the other things that he did is because sometimes it's not that you get necessarily burnt out, it's just that you would like to do something else. And I spent 25 hard, solid years practicing this stuff, okay? So, just to let people know, this isn't the only thing that I live for. And I think a lot of people, they get so hooked on the idea of power, or the idea of being able to have energy move through them, that they think that that is the coolest thing that's ever existed. And the thing is I get that same energetic field running through me if I'm playing drums. I get that same feeling that shoots all through my system. And if you notice, this whole area is picking up with me just talking about it. Me just thinking about it. See this? I get all of that same feeling. And I get that same feeling when I'm doing artwork. Heck, I can get that same feeling when I'm working out. See this? Just pumping weights or something. See that? As I do this, all that energy just rolls through me. You can hear it in the system all around. You notice that when I started talking about something I got excited about, okay, and I started really focusing in on that which makes me happy, that energetic field just, and this does make me happy too. But one of the things that actually makes me sad about all of this is when people see this, the first thing that they gravitate towards is power, and they don't realize what I'm really doing is I'm letting the force move through me. I can't tell you how many musicians have talked about being in the zone, and that's what this is. It's like letting the force move through you. It's being in the zone. And it's being in the zone in a different way that allows energy to be seen, allows energy to flow and emanate from one system. Well, like I said, the same thing happens when I'm drumming. The same thing happens if I play guitar, if I do artwork, if I work out. There's other things too that if I'm doing it, that same energetic field flows through me. Anything that you can imagine being in the zone with, anything, sports, whatever, for some people, and you know, I hesitate to even say this, but sex too, okay? And that was one of the things that when I first started, I don't, you know, engage that much in that now, but when I first started, I would let the energetic system flow through me while I was doing that, okay? And you see again, just the idea of talking about it flowing through me. It kicks up the system like that in a heartbeat. Otherwise, look at the way the system is acting. So again, here we are, back down to normality, normal movements. But that should let you know, especially when it comes to this energetic sort of thing. Take a look around. When it comes to this sort of energetic thing, it truly is a thing where you can bring it up by a thought, you can bring it up by a feeling. But if you don't have a system that you've geared towards this, if it's not something that you've worked for, if you haven't broken through, warmed your system up, if you haven't been meditating and preparing yourself, or if you haven't had someone train you, there are so many reasons why there are people who walk outside and are not able to do this. So many reasons, and it can't be nailed down to just one. A lot of people are like, oh, I meditated for a half an hour and I go outside and I still can't connect. Let me tell you something. Meditating for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, even an hour isn't going to do it. And it's definitely not going to get you there consistently. Even if you break through and get a few movements here and there, you're not going to be consistent with this stuff. I had to do this all the time, every single day for years, in order to get to where I'm at now, to where I can just sit there and tap in and go boom, boom, boom. And that's the same thing with any sort of sport or any activity that you want to get good at. You have to spend a large amount of time to get good. Okay? You are not going to get this overnight. And there's some people that try to tell me that crap. There's some people that when I'm on YouTube and I'm answering questions, I get this all the time. Someone will try to convince me that they did something magnificent, something marvelous. I even get the people that make it sound like they're so powerful, but they just don't know how to control their power. And then I ask them, hey, really? That's amazing. Go ahead and make me a video showing me this. And almost every single time, I never get a response. People, I don't like it when people brag. If you tell me that you can do something, which this is the reason why I don't tell people that I can do anything. I make videos that demonstrate it, okay? And I intentionally make it so that the videos that I do are basic. Now, if you're going to brag to me about something, the best thing to do is just to have a video right there demonstrating it. And the thing is those who can really do this, I've noticed, they don't brag about it because they don't have a need to. They've already got the proof. The proof is them. The proof is themselves. Or the proof is the videos that they have to demonstrate it. Those who can truly do it have no reason to sit and talk about it. Those who cannot do it are the ones that always want people to think that they can. Well, there's some of us that know better than that. And so you can bet that if you tell me that you can do something marvelous, I'm going to ask you for proof of it. Best thing to do is not to claim that you can do anything marvelous at all. And folks, I can feel a liar even over the internet. People don't understand that once you get good at this energy thing, you get good at a lot of other things that go along with energy. And feeling whether a person is telling a truth, that's one of those things that goes along with being able to practice energy. And I've met a whole lot of non-truthful people, and there's a lot of non-truthful people that I understand they want to feel like they're a part of something. But if you have not broken through, there is no reason to tell me that you've done something that you have not done, or to tell me that you've done something that maybe you've done once or twice, but you can't make it happen every time. Don't tell me. To be quite honest, I don't want to know. I don't really care. Okay? The people that I care most about, I mean, I care about humanity, but I put my attention towards my students. And then the people who write to me on YouTube, I do my best to write back to every single person. But again, there's no need to try to tell me that you can do something that you can't. Okay? Now again, notice how this energetic field has completely died down. We haven't done much in energy. It was mostly talking. And so here I am, I'm kind of shaking it back and forth just to show you that it can be moved again. Okay? It's part of this whole thing. Fun as it may be, I'm about to quit now, and I'm about ready to go back home and be with my wonderful fiance. Going to be marrying her very shortly in July. So I'm going to go home, hang out with her. And again, folks, just remember that. If you can't do something, don't pretend that you can. I mean, everyone out there should know that to lie is just a bad thing in general. It's not a good character trait, and eventually someone's going to find you out, and it's always embarrassing when you are found out to be a liar. I'm done. Might as well do a little bit more. Decide to stay into the zone and just keep going, obviously it keeps going. See? Okay, bye-bye.